Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come now, and we're going to have a really wonderful presentation hosted by my brother-in-law. But first, let me introduce myself and also put some ground rules as well. So basically, this is a very straightforward presentation. It's related to a specific promotion, which my brother-in-law will go through. And basically, we're not going to lock the room. We're going to let the room increase. We increased the capacity, and there's going to be many more presentations like this as well going forward. So let me introduce myself. My name is Darren Matadine. I'm a Blue Diamond, together with my brother-in-law in Omnia. We started in August. We started in August of last year, but really started to work the business from September the 1st. And as of today, we have nearly 17,000 people within our organization, and we've done nearly $10 million worth of sales since we started. So we've done okay, and we've done okay based on the phenomenal people, and our philosophy of creating such an organization is that we're based on family. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to my brother-in-law, and we've been working very, very closely together during this business, and we had, we've grown really a phenomenal family together. In particular, some members of the community, like the deaf team community, and so on. What is great about him that he comes with a lot of strategies, a lot of structure, and that's how we're able to become Blue Diamond as fast as we can. Also, he's very adverse and expert in the cryptocurrency industry. He's been involved in cryptocurrency since 2011, 2012, and he will be able to tell you his story and how he started. But all he knew is that the money is in the mining. And after 1 year of research, we found out that Omnia was providing the best service, and in the 6 months that we've been involved with Omnia, it's been absolutely phenomenal. The growth of the business and the investment in the business and the investment in us has been absolutely phenomenal. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to my brother-in-law, Avinash Nagama.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which part of the world you are currently in. I thank you all, first of all, for taking the time out on a Saturday to be on this webinar. And I can assure you the information that you're going to get is very crucial for certain decisions that you make going forward, especially in the next few days. So we've kept you guys waiting long enough. Thank you for your patience. So we're going to jump right into it. I'll just quickly introduce myself. My name is Avinash. I've been with Omnia pretty much since the start. Cryptocurrency has been something I've dabbled in for quite a few years now. 2013 is when I properly started getting involved in cryptocurrency, buying, selling, but we realized that mining was the way forward, and we've done a lot of research, and we were pretty much at a time where we're looking to make a decision when Moiner came to us, and he came at the perfect time. And it was a no-brainer. It was very easy to make a decision because once you look at Omnia, and if you know what you're looking for and you understand cryptocurrency, you understand mining, then it's quite easy to make a decision. And I think most of you know that, which is why you're on this call, which is why you're already part of Omnia. So we'll jump right into it. At the moment, we offer mining for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and very recently, Omnia added Dashcoin mining. Now, why up until now we've been mining primarily Bitcoin? Why do we offer more? Everyone knows Bitcoin mining contracts are selling more than any other contracts. Well, there's multiple reasons to that. At the moment, Bitcoin is seen to be as the global-based cryptocurrency of the world. It's the one that makes the most media attention. It's the one that's gone up in value the most. And if you understand mining, if you do your research using independent calculators, you will find out that Bitcoin mining is one of the most profitable at the moment. And when you compare mining against buying, again, it's a very easy choice that mining is way more profitable compared to buying the cryptocurrency outright, especially with the volatility of the market. We all know, although Bitcoin has gone up in prices massively, a few weeks ago it was trading at above $15,000 and it's now dabbling at around 11,000. So if someone had bought Bitcoin at 15,000, now they're sitting there thinking, when are they going to be in profit? In fact, they're actually in loss. Whereas if you are mining, these don't really affect you because it might take a bit longer for you to be in profit, but you're still going to be in profit. So that's one of the main reasons why at the moment we've been concentrating more on Bitcoin mining. However, I want to draw your attention to something very important, which is crucial for the next few days, is we all know that we have had an email from the company as they're launching Dashcoin mining. There's currently a special offer on Dashcoin. But before we get into the offer, let's look at a bit of the history and the future of Dash. Now, Dash, just like Bitcoin, is a decentralized ledger, which is running through a blockchain using mining. That means through proof of work, the process called mining, to actually generate the coins. Now, what do we know about Dash? Now, Dashcoin was released on January 18th, 2014 at around 20 cents each. Now, that's only a mere 4 years ago, right? Very soon after, in April 2014, Dash hit $1. And then it took a few years to achieve a milestone, which is very key in the cryptocurrency industry, because most cryptocurrency that gets launched, most coin or token, never ever reaches this milestone of $10. And in August 2016, Dash was at $10. And then they went on, because in March 2017, which is only 7 months after reaching $10, they then reached $100. Now imagine, it went up 10 times in value in the space of 7 months, right? But it didn't stop there, because at that time, there's many people on this call who knows very well. Shortly after, it hit about $260, and I was telling everyone, buy Dash as soon as possible. And we'll get to the reason in a bit later. You'll understand why. But moving on, in November 2017, Dash reached $500, and now Dash is currently trading at approximately $780 each. Now you'll see that shows a very, very good strength, because in the space of a very short time, it's gone from $10 to reaching $780. That's 78 times more in value. You do not see a lot of appreciation like that. Now, one of the things which makes Dash quite unique is they have a $2.5 million monthly development budget. Most cryptocurrencies don't have that, because it's purely run on peer-to-peer. There are developments that happen. For example, with Bitcoin, there's ongoing developments with the Lightning Network to improve scalability. But Dash is one of the very few coins that has a set budget for development going forward. Now, on top of that, Dash quite recently formed a strategic partnership with BlockCypher, which is the world's leading web services API for blockchain technology, which is very big. They also sponsored their own jet, which is for advertising purposes. They've, as in what was the single largest cryptocurrency sponsorship to date, Dash Network also sponsored the Great American Pilgrimage Show. Now, that's a very, very popular show. Maybe not so much in the UK, but in general, globally, it's very popular. And it was the largest cryptocurrency sponsorship that's ever happened up till today. They've also partnered up with Arizona State University to build a new blockchain research lab. And with their recent update to their system, they were able to increase the block size for mining. We all know, just like Bitcoin, just like other cryptocurrencies, when you mine, every so many years or every so many months, the block size will reduce. However, Dash were able to increase the block size being mined, which in fact then reduced the transaction fees 10 times over. Now that's amazing because most cryptocurrency has never been able to do that and probably will never be able to do that. Now this shows us how strong Dash can be. Now, but there's something better. July last year, Dash started negotiations for a deal that then a few months later was concluded. They partnered up with Apple Pay, right? They partnered up with Apple Pay, which means they suddenly became a lot bigger than what they are, and their future was a lot more brighter. Spare me 1 second, sorry, gentlemen and ladies. There we go. Okay, so they partnered up with Apple Pay, which made them much, much stronger because now you could use Dash and link it to your Apple Pay. Now, there's no other cryptocurrency as of, from what I know, who's been able to do this or who's been able to broker such a deal yet. I'm sure there will be others to follow, but that shows that Dash is taking initiative and they are there with the big guns and they're there to stay. Now, moving on from there, let's look a bit about Dash mining. Now, what's good about Dash mining? Now, Dash mining difficulty, unlike most other cryptocurrencies, unlike Bitcoin, it regularly goes down. It doesn't just go up and up and up. If you look at the Dash difficulty, mining difficulty level for the last 6 months, it fluctuates, but it almost stays stagnant. It doesn't go up too much compared to all other cryptocurrencies. And by comparison to Bitcoin, a massive difference. Dashcoin is also going for mass adoption very quickly. You know, they are very new in the market compared with the likes of Bitcoin, but they're going for mass adoption very quickly. And with the recent increase of block size that I mentioned earlier, it makes transaction a lot cheaper. Dash also offers diversification for people who holds a lot of Bitcoin or Bitcoin and Ethereum. And Dash is predicted to go up at least 3 times this year to an average of about $2,200. And Bitcoin, on the other hand, is predicted to have a 50% increase based on the current price to about $16,000 odd. However, does this make Dash mining profitable or worthwhile? Not overly, because if you look at on your right-hand side of your screen, this was based on figures as of yesterday. If you were to buy a $5,000 Dash mining package, it will take you nearly a year based on the current mining difficulty and the current price of Dash to get $540 worth of Dash, or we should say 0.7 approximately Dash. Now, would someone spend $5,000 to get a package that is going to give them about $540 back? Or let's say the price is expected to treble. You'll get $1,500 back, which means if you buy a Dash mining package, you're expecting to take around 3 years for you to be at break even, or maybe 2 years with a further increase in price next year. Now, it's not bad, but because we are used to the very fast-paced Bitcoin and the high profitability of Bitcoin mining, it's not very attractive, right? So let's have a look at a $5,000 package right now without any promotion. If I bought a Bitcoin mining package for $5,000, as shown on your left-hand side of your screen, against a $5,000 Dash mining package as shown on your right of your screen. Now, although the figures there are based on the current mining difficulty as of yesterday and the current price of Bitcoin and Dash, there's a massive difference between the profitability of mining Bitcoin and the profitability of mining Dash. So although we expect Bitcoin mining difficulty to go up a lot more than Dash mining, and we expect Dash mining, Dash prices to go up 3 times compared to Bitcoin only about 50%, so a 1.5 times, it still doesn't make sense for someone to choose a Dash mining over Bitcoin mining. As diversification is still amazing, but if I had to decide between buying a Dash mining contract or a Bitcoin mining contract, I think the figures speak for themselves. It's a no-brainer. It's very easy to choose. And this you can see from here, right? the current price prediction of Bitcoin, average price prediction is $16,000 for Bitcoin at the end of the year. And if you mine approximately half a Bitcoin, you would have around $8,100 worth in Bitcoin after mining for a year. Whereas with Dash, even with the price prediction of $2,200, you would only have made about $1,550 worth in Dash back after year one. Now, what we also know is we currently have a special offer, right? And now this is brought to us by Omnia, courtesy of Omnia, courtesy of Robert, our co-founder, who has brought to us an amazing, amazing offer. Now, we see offers all the time in different companies on High Street, but this, I've never come across something like this. 600% extra hash power promotion is unheard of. And the only place you would ever see things like this is here at Omnia. Now, but what does that mean for what we've just been discussing so far? What's the impact of this? What's the difference now? Well, again, on the left, you have the Bitcoin mining profitability based on a $5,000 package as of yesterday's figure from Crypto Compare. And from Crypto Compare on the right, you now have the new figures of Dash with the 600% extra. Now, please note that Bitcoin mining still shows a higher profitability compared to Dash, quite marginally now compared to earlier. But looking at the option of how high Bitcoin mining difficulty does go up compared to Dash, which doesn't go up as much, I reckon without anything else, just with the current prices, they are as equal to each other, as good to each other. You'll probably make around the same from buying a Dash mining contract and compared to a Bitcoin mining contract. But if we now take into consideration the price prediction for 2018, compared to earlier, suddenly it's a different ball game. If you look at it now, with the current mining difficulty as of yesterday, you would mine with a $5,000 package, approximately half a Bitcoin in year one. And at a price predicted of $16,000 will give you $8,100 worth in Bitcoin. Now, let's look at Dash with its prediction. With you mining approximately 4.93 Dash in year one, with a predicted price, average predicted price of $2,200, suddenly in year one, you would have made $10,660 in Dash in year one. Suddenly, we've taken into consideration the special offer that we have, which only lasts up till 31st of December, and the price predictions. And this is not even taking into consideration that Bitcoin mining difficulty is very likely to be going up more than the Dash mining difficulty, which means the profits with Dash mining with the special offer will be even more than what you see on the screen. But we've kept it marginal, but it shows you how much more. This is an easy 20% more profitability with taking this Dash mining contract over a Bitcoin mining contract for the next few days because of the special offer that we have. Now, moving on, why should we get this Dash mining package? And we'll just do a summary of what we've covered here and when. First of all is Dash mining. Imagine this. Imagine you were able to start mining Bitcoin 5 years ago. You are happy to mine Bitcoin now, and you're right to do so because it's an amazing opportunity we have. But imagine we had this opportunity 5 years ago when you were able to mine from your laptop, when mining was so much cheaper, didn't require so much electricity, didn't require so much hardware, when the mining difficulty was much lower, where you could be getting 10 times more Bitcoin for the same amount of money that you bought a package for. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, that's the time we are at right now with Dash mining, because the mining difficulty is low. It's not the most popular coin. It's not the most popular being mined yet. And because we've got this 600% extra hash power, it suddenly makes it very, very profitable for us, our community of people in Omnia, to start mining Dash and stock up on your Dash, because Dash in 3 years' time is very likely to be where Bitcoin is now. So you are getting a second chance. For everyone on this call, including myself, I know we've always said this, I wish I knew about cryptocurrency 5 years earlier. I wish I knew about mining 3 years earlier. Well, we didn't get that chance with Bitcoin. We're getting this chance with Dash. Make it count. You don't want to be sitting there 2 years later saying the same thing again. Now, apart from that, it offers you expansion of your portfolio. It's offering you higher profitability only because of the special offer. It's offering you diversification. And to be honest, I know we've got a lot of people from different countries, different time zones on this. The one thing right now, which is common for all of us, is time. We all are at the same time, because right now it's the time for you to get a Dash mining package with Omnia. And more importantly, now I consider people on this call to be leaders, because this webinar was mostly advertised on leadership groups, and for you to have taken the time out to come onto this call. So I classify every single one of you as leaders. I can see a lot of diamonds, emeralds, blue diamond on the call. So the other reason why we need to get a Dash package, and we need to get it now, is so that we lead by example. Because if we take this information that we've just gone through today and start sharing this with our team or with our new prospects, it's fantastic. They will do it. But what if they ask you, so which Dash mining package do you have? Or do you have a Dash mining package? Well, truly, if you see the benefit to go on and explain this to people, to your team, to your prospects, then you should make sure that you've got your own Dash mining package. Myself and Darren, we bought 3 Dash mining packages yesterday, and we're still debating about buying one more large package today. And the reason I put lead by example there, now we here in Omnia and in network marketing, we need leaders. We're all leaders. We're not part of a job. We've moved on from that. Now, if you were in a job, then you could be a boss. You could tell your leaders, your prospect, what to do, because that's how a job operates. That's why we are all in this industry, combined industry of network marketing and cryptocurrency, because here you're not doing a 9 to 5. You're not making money for your boss while you get paid the least, but you are getting paid the most. And for that, you need to lead by example, because like my brothers Moin and Manel love to say, people will do what you do, not what you tell them to do. So it's very, very, very important that we all go back to the drawing board and work out what we need to do and get our Dash mining package. And more importantly, because time is of the essence, because the deadline is on the 31st of January, midnight UK time, that doesn't leave us a lot of time. It's not about just us getting our Dash mining package. We've got to ensure that our whole team goes and get their Dash mining package, because if they don't, 6 months down the line, a year down the line, they will tell you, why didn't you tell me about this, right? They will regret. But at least even if they don't get the mining package and you've told them, then you have no regrets. Let them have their regret if they make the wrong decision. It's very important, because we don't want to be here in 2020 and say, oh my God, Dash is now at 10,000. We had a chance to mine it when it was very cheap and the mining difficulty was very low, but we refused. We decided not to, because I'm very sure 99% of people on this call had been introduced to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin before they actually got involved. They did not do it the first time. I did not, so I'm quite certain most of you didn't, right? And if you did not do that, let's not repeat the same mistake. Let's learn from our mistake and let's get our Dash mining package now, because I can assure you this is something you'll reflect on in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years' time, and know that you made the right decision. So I'd like to bring this to an end, and I'll pass this back on to Darren to say a few words and thank everyone for coming. If anyone wants to know more about Dashcoin itself, a bit more details about its mining difficulty, about its profitability, anything like that, I think most of you have our details. You can get in touch with me. You can follow me on Facebook. You can contact me on WhatsApp or call me, or call your upline, and they'll be able to guide you. So I thank you very much for coming on the call, and I pass you back on to Darren. Thank you.
Well, Avi, you've done a phenomenal presentation, and I think we need to get more packages, not just the one later. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you really understood about Dash and the power of Dash. And we really have the opportunity again, like Avi says, that to go back in time 5 years ago and actually have the opportunity to make a lot of money through Dash. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we end the presentation, I just want to promote another webinar. Me and Avi discussed this quite thoroughly, and we believe that because Omnia and because mining has done so much for us and for our family, we'll propose this Sunday coming, Sunday the 28th at 8 p.m. GMT, for me to help everybody on this call to have the tools and the mindset to be absolutely successful in this business, because 2018 is the year of fortune. 2018 is the ability to actually really change your financials around. Because we have the t-shirt and because we've done so well because of this business, we want to share our success and the tools and the mindset so that you can have a really phenomenal year. So ladies and gentlemen, make a note. There's going to be a broadcast of the flyers and information straight after this call. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate it, and have a blessed evening. Take care now.